G'day guys, my name's Sean, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the two controllers I've got behind me from EasySMX. I've actually reviewed their headsets and their mice in the past, but today we're going to be talking about just the controller. So if you found this video helpful, then chuck it a like, get subscribed, and let's begin. Alrighty, so we've already talked about in the past their gaming mice and their gaming headsets, and today we're going to be talking about the gaming controllers. So the two that I have here, we've got a corded USB version. This is their it's the ESM9100. The one I've got is in a sort of a matte camo finish, as you can see here, and this retails for about $30.50 in Australian currency. And then the other model that we have here is their wireless version. So this is the wireless KC8236. So this is a wireless version that just uses a simple USB dongle to plug in with, and that one goes for about $35 in Australian currency. So we've actually had these controllers for a few weeks. I've actually really wanted to add some gaming controllers to our little gaming setup to try and make it more of an arcade kind of vibe. We occasionally dabble in some Tekken, some Mortal Kombat, but most commonly we're playing a game called Rayman. So if you guys know what that game is, you'll understand why we got some controllers, so we can have sort of two-player co-op experience. So I've been using, for the most part, the corded version, and Alexandra's been using the wireless version. And I think when we talk about the pros and cons of both of these controllers, the pros, obviously straight off the bat, is the price. They're really, really good value. And another pro is that they were super simple to set up. So simple that we essentially just plugged them into the USB port of our computer, which is running Windows 10, and it was detected straight away. There was no configuration needed. Windows automatically identified the correct driver it needed, and it just downloaded and installed straight away. So when we fired up the game, it was asking us to press, for example, A to continue. And you know, if you want to remap those buttons in the game, then you can definitely do that. In terms of the layout of both of these controllers, they're very similar to sort of the Xbox style of controller. So you've got here, you know, your D-pad, your two thumbsticks, your 4 buttons on the right. You've got 2 shoulder buttons and 2 trigger buttons. So if you want to go ahead and do things like set it up for racing games or for fast-paced shooters, you can do that. Or if you want to do more of, you know, what we're doing, which is kind of like an arcade, then you've got the buttons, the D-pad there as well. So very, very common layout. If you've ever played on an Xbox or a PlayStation, you'll be perfectly fine. And these do work with consoles as well. So if you want to go ahead and get a few extra controllers for when your friends come over to play, then these are really, really good value. The cons, I would say that there aren't too many. The only one that I would really talk about is the gloss finish on the wireless version. It would be, I guess, nice if they could offer you the same type of finish on all of the controllers, and then you as a customer can just go ahead and choose. The gloss version, it did get a bit greasy and a bit slippery after a few hours, and you know, if you're sitting on the couch eating some chips, or if you're sitting at your gaming studio or whatever, eating some chips, having some drinks, then these glossy ones probably might slip out of the hand, might get a bit uncomfortable, a bit too hot and clammy after a few hours. I personally liked the matte finish a lot more, because after a few hours of gaming, you know, you can't see all the sweat and oil and everything else that's built up on the controller. So they're the main two pros and cons. I'll do a quick little weight check for you guys. So the wired version here, the cable is about 1.8 meters long, and the wired version comes in at 208 grams, so not too bad. And then the wireless version, I'm assuming with the battery will be a bit more, so 220. So you're doing an 18 gram difference if you want to go for the wireless version, but there is a little bit of extra weight there because it obviously has a battery inside. The wireless version just recharges, by the way, using mini USB. So and then you basically just plug in the dongle and hit the little sort of pairing button with the logo there in the center, and it just automatically pairs. So I guess bottom line is, would I recommend this particular product to you guys? And the answer is definitely yes. I think for the value, for the cost, for the simplicity, for the fact that we've been using it for 2 weeks, we haven't had a single issue. They've been honestly flawless. They haven't failed me once. I would definitely give them a big tick. So if you want to know more about this particular product and where to buy it, I'll leave a link down below to the Amazon store, to the EasySMX store, and you can check out the product there. If you have any comments or questions, leave those comments down below. Remember to like this video if you haven't liked it already. Give it a dislike if you didn't like it. Maybe let me know why, and get subscribed so you don't miss out on any other future videos that I do this year. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.